Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes and
Moose Mike.
So welcome back to all our returners and hi to any newbies. It's so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while, and if you like what you see, give us a thumbie. They are free. I tripped over my own intro. I do apologise. Okay, so you are here on a Thursday, and every week here at Manfa's Makes on a Thursday it is
Tile of the week, Thursday.
There you go. And Tile of the Week Thursday is This is the story, we tell it every week. But if you're new, we'll explain it again. July of 2022, not this July, the July before, I was gifted this book here in Happy Mail, 100 Crochet Tiles, edited by Sarah Callard. And I unwittingly put Mike and I on one of the most strenuous journeys we have been on in our crochet journey on this channel. To be perfectly honest with you, that's because I said I'm going to make all 100 tiles, one a week, till it's done. Not doing the sum of that's going to take nearly 2 years, Manfa. Yeah, right, I didn't think that one through, but I put it out onto the YouTube streets and I can't go back on a promise. So we both embarked on it. There have been many trials and tribulations along the way. This is tile 69. So we are well over the halfway point. We have only got 31 more to do and we will be done with this. And most likely the book will be burnt when it is done because it has been a thing. I don't even know how to describe it. Some have been okay and we've managed without too much trouble. Some have been absolute nightmares and there has been lots in between as well. It is by various, or all the tiles are by various designers. We have along the way discovered which designers we like and which we are not too keen on. There is a whole list of these videos on my channel. I will link the complete playlist down below if you'd like to go back and see some of the other tiles that we have done. And there are some awesome lovelies joining in along the way with us. Some of them started right at the beginning, some of them jumped in partway through. Some of them have taken a hiatus for whatever reason. Everything is a-okay because I never started this as a crochet along. It was me not thinking, put it out onto the YouTube streets, but because we have such wonderful friends and supporters, a few of them have hopped on board and is doing this with us. So if you'd like to know who else is joining in, put the hashtag Tile of the Week Thursday in the top of your YouTube search bar, and anyone who has used that hashtag will pop up, whether it be posts or videos. I don't mention names because I inevitably forget someone and that makes me feel terrible. So you go on a treasure hunt, have fun. Once you have finished watching this video, I would very much appreciate it if you could go to my community tab, because once again, the beautiful Josephine, who does not have a channel of her own, has emailed me a picture of her tile, which I showcase every week. And I don't know if there's anything from Tracy, but whenever Tracy sends me stuff, I put it on the community tab also. So I would appreciate it if you watching would go and give them some encouragement and support and some lovely kind comments on their beautiful work. It would make me very happy because that is another way to spread the yarny love. So let's get into it, shall we? This week was the first of our tapestry crochet and there's quite a few in a chunk for us to do. It is called Wildflower. The designer is Catherine Nerona. She suggested 4 colours and a DK or a lightweight 3 and a hook of 3.5 millimeters. I used a 4mm dots.
And I used the 4 clover.
And more. We haven't tried the soft touch. We're clover and more people. But I do like my dots too. We both used 4 colours like suggested. We did use the lightweight 3 yarn. I am very similar colours to the one depicted in the book. Mike has gone way out there with his colours, which is great because then you can get an idea of what these look like in varying colour schemes. Now, this book has both written instructions and charts, diagrams, whatever you want to call them. I can read both for the most part. There have been a couple that have stumped me, not going to lie. For this one, you definitely need to be able to read the chart, guys, because the written instructions are not worth the paper that they're written on. They're really not. And I say that because Never ever once does this designer tell you when to change colour. And considering you're doing tapestry crochet, which is a lot of colour work and dropping colours and picking colours up and carrying all the colours across the whole piece, knowing when to change colour is a pretty important thing to be told. And you're not. So, yeah, that was annoying. You do, however, need the written instruction for one element, and that is to realise that you're actually doing your double crochets in the back loop only. Why we're doing them in the back loop only, I can't tell you, because you've literally got front post doubles and doubles in the back loop. That is all this tile consists of. Oh, and chains in the corner, beg your pardon. But why we're doing it in the back loop, I don't know. For the ridge effect on it, but it really doesn't make much of a difference in my opinion. It was just a lot of faff and a lot of fiddly nonsense for not a lot when it's done, because it is only, what, 8 rows? Yep, 8 rounds, sorry. But they were the longest 8 rounds Mike and I have done in a very, very long time.
I think it actually took longer than some of the full, full
like the
tiles.
46 rowers.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, guys, there were some of these rows that were taking over half an hour to do because of all the pick up this colour, do a couple of stitches, change to this colour, drop, pick up, drop, change, drop, pick up, drop, change. My good gravy.
4 times. 4 times in a row.
If this was supposed to entice me into liking a different crochet technique, it failed miserably. I am going to be very unlikely to pick up a tapestry crochet project. I just can't be dealing with all the faff and nonsense, guys. You have to carry all your colour strands all the way around the 4 sides. To change colour, you're changing colour on that final pull through of your stitch. So with a double crochet, insert, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, but you don't finish it and yarn over and go through the last 2 because you put your new colour on your hook, which is fine. That's a normal way of colour changing. But when you're literally doing it every 2 stitches, no, because you have to drop that strand, pick up another strand, carry all the other strands at the same time. Manfa is not a fan, and I don't think Mike is a fan either. I like the look that it creates, I really do, but for the work and effort you have to put in to get that look, I'll just find something else. I would never ever do a massive project in tapestry. Those of you that do, hats off to you, all power to you, because you have way more patience and time than I do, because this was almost soul destroying. And I know that's very, very dramatic, but I didn't enjoy nothing about this. I really didn't. And because I'm dragging all these colour strands around the whole thing, my tension is all to pot. It's bowing and buckling, and it's not even square, mine. It's a weird shape. Mike's is a slightly better shape than mine, and it isn't bowing as much, but no. And I don't like that you can see the carried colours through the other stitches as well. Anyway, this is what it's supposed to look like. And remember, if you can't read charts, you ain't going to be able to do this one because you needed that chart. There we go, Wildflower. Week 69. Catherine Nerona. I think she's very pretty quickly going to become a Hattie Risdale. What was the other one? Katie Moore. That's it, yeah. She might be up there with them. And this is only the first one of hers, because next week is by her as well. Can you see how much I'm looking forward to that? Would you like to... I'll show you mine, because mine looks closer to the one in the book. There you go. So we did do it. We can do it. There was a lot of... I actually did 3 practice tries before I even got Mike to pick up his hook and go along with me, because it took a lot for me to even bring up the effort to try and tell him what I'm doing, because I don't really understand why the hell I'm doing what I'm doing, because it... Why? Somebody answer that question. Just why would you put yourself through it so much? Go on, show him. You can't even see the orange because it's blowing out that much. It's so bright. Let me change the colour of the doofy. Hang on. The ring light. You're like, what doofy?
You can see it there.
Slightly.
Yeah.
What about if you angle? So there is bright orange in the middle of that red. But
and the green is bright green, but it looks a bit muted. Oh.
I don't even know what setting we normally have this on now. That one, I think. There we go. But they are all highlighter colours, apart from the blue. So, yeah, 2 very different effects, guys. 2 very different effects. But, yeah. What a load of faff.
I didn't like it.
What a load of unnecessary faff. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you love tapestry, and those that design it and those that love it, like I said, all respect to you, because this is not going to be a technique that I pick up wanting to do a bloody great Afghan out of it. No, sorry, not a fan. This is a big thumbs down from me. And a thumbs down from Mike. But unfortunately, we've got several of these tapestries to do. Like I said, next week's is by the same lady, Catherine Nerona. It is called Iridescent. She wants 3 colours of a DK or a lightweight 3 and a 3.5mm hook again. And that is what it's supposed to look like. And I'm sorry, but what ugly colours. We are not going to go that ugly. We will go for something either more fun or more palatable. But I believe it's the same principle as last time. This one is 7 rounds. Yeah. So we'll see. The one after does look really cool, but is that by the same woman? Yeah, that's by the same woman too. Right. So we're on a Catherine Nerona sprint.
I wonder if she's the only one that does tapestry in this.
Let's have a look.
Because she has been so far.
Well, it's because we've only done 1.
Yeah, but then
No.
there's 2 more.
No, we then go to a lady called Lynn Rowe.
Oh.
Lynn Rowe for a second time. And then we're going to Steffi Glaves. And that is hideous.
Oh my god.
Anyway, you guys can't see what we're looking at because we're only showing the one we've done and the one coming up. So, tile 70 for next week. This hideousness. Wish us luck, guys. Because... yeah, I even think tapestry is less enjoyable than inset. Can we go back to inset mosaic, please?
Yeah. We were moaning about the last lot, now we're like, oh no, we shouldn't go back.
Yeah. Be careful what you wish for, eh?
Yeah.
But, you know, just to prove a point. Can you see my colours here? You can see the blue travelling, the purple travelling.
It's supposed to.
I know, but it's just so messy and
But
so...
you can see it a little bit on mine, but not as much. Probably because
use
of the
a
colours
darker
I
base
chose.
colour. Yeah, no, it's just a load of faff for not a lot in it. Sorry, guys, it's a big meh from me. So yeah, we will come back with tile 70. Like I said, please check out the community tab and give the other ladies some moral support, because if they had any kind of experience like Mike and mine, they're not happy bunnies either. Just as a little side note, This is totally random, but it's been playing on my mind and I've needed to tell you all for a few days now. I was on Facebook the other day. I'm not on Facebook a lot, so, you know, don't go friend requesting me or whatever, because there's just no point. I'm hardly ever there. But I was randomly there a few days back, and I follow a lady called the Yorkshire Peach, I believe she's called. And it is an American lady that moved to Yorkshire a few years ago. And she's got a little vloggy, funny video styly page where she shares some of the faux pas and the mistakes and the confusions that she has experienced being an American now in England. And I find it highly amusing and I find it highly interesting. Anyway, to get to the point, she was saying that she was having a text conversation with a good friend of hers, and then she needed to text a colleague. Now, this good friend of hers would always put X's on the end of her texts. So this American lady just assumed that you do that to everyone. That's the English thing. You put X's on the end of your text messages. So she texts the work colleague. It's much funnier when she tells the story, but I'll get to my point in a minute. She texts the work colleague asking him to either meet a deadline or get a bit of paperwork, whatever. It was work related, professional, work related. And she just finishes this text to him, even though she's happily married and he's happily married, with a load of kisses. So a conversation eventually was had about how inappropriate it was for her to put all these X's on the end of this text message. And she said, well, I just assume that's how all British people ended their texts. And I'm thinking, hang on a minute, something's not adding up here. Does she not know what the X's mean? Like, obviously she doesn't know what the X's mean, but surely someone has explained at some point along the line, and clearly nobody had. And basically the punchline of it is for you guys across the pond, when you see a line of X's, that signifies sign here at the bottom of a contract, or, you know, housing deeds or whatever. For us, when we put a load of X's at the end of a text message, they're kisses. We're telling you we love you. So she had literally just sent her colleague a load of kisses, which as his boss or superior or whatever, is really unprofessional. She was mortified. She just thought it was what you did. She didn't know that it was an affectionate, intimate, I love you. You know, like I put kisses on the end of my messages to Mike and vice versa. Same with the kids. In fact, my kids get an earful if they text my mum, their nana, and they don't put kisses at the end. She gets quite offended. She even texts us back saying, where's my kisses? So then they just like spam her with kiss after kiss after kiss. But that's their thing, right? But if I was to text somebody uber professional, like, I don't know, say the guy that owns the hotel that I work at, A, I don't have his number, and B, we don't text. But if we did have to text, there is no way any X's would be on that text at all. That is the hotel owner. You don't do that. So, of course, I was absolutely howling. And then it got me thinking, for the last 2 years, I've been building friendships with a lot of American folk. And I have been putting kisses on the end of these messages when we've started to become really close friends. Because it's my way of saying love you at the end of my message, you know. I even do a at the end of my videos, yeah? Kisses are a thing. I realised, I look back on some of my old text messages, none of my American friends finish their texts with kisses. Because you guys don't know what they are. So for 2 years, you guys have probably been going, what with all the X? What is this X? Why does she keep putting X's? They're not X's, they're kisses. So to all of my American friends watching, who I text outside of YouTube,
I dare you to go back and count how many kisses she gave you.
No, don't do that. Especially those that I text on a regular basis. But honestly, that's what it means. And I never thought I'd have to explain it, because I just thought it was like a global thing, like an international That's what everybody did. Until I watched this Facebook video from the Yorkshire Peach. So, yeah, I bet there's a lot of our American friends there going, oh, right. Why didn't any of you ask me? Why didn't any of you bring it up in conversation? I've just been assuming you know that I'm sending you love. I felt like a right Wally. I've been doing it for 2 years and nobody's ever questioned it. They've just kind of like glossed over it, like it's either a Manfa thing or it's a British thing we don't understand and we're not going to draw attention to it. We're just going to gloss over it. I've been sending you kisses and you didn't even know. How funny. So yeah, I had to bring that up. It has been bugging me ever since I watched it because a light bulb went off in my brain and I went, oh, that's why they don't return the kisses. It's not a thing for them. You guys all owe me a load of kisses. Just saying.
That's why I'm daring you to go back and count
Just
them.
saying. So if anybody has received a message from me with kisses, you owe me a lot of little X's down in the comments. Dare ya. Flood my page with kisses. Go on, it'll cheer me right up. Anyway, on a serious note, we're going to leave it there. We will come back next week on Thursday with tile 70. Please do come back tomorrow for crochet catch up, where we will tell you everything else that we have managed to crochet this week. All of it was much more enjoyable than this tile. Just saying. So, thanks for your time. Thank you for letting me verbally solve a mystery you didn't even know was a mystery. And thank you in advance for all the little X's, all the little kisses I'm going to get down in the comments after you guys have watched this. I really appreciate it. But until we see you tomorrow,
stay safe.
Be kind.
Look after one another.
Get some good quality time in with your loved ones.
Get some good quality crafting time in.
We will see you in the next one.
Or around the YouTube streets.
See? Kisses! Love you guys. Bye!
Bye.